If you need help in your small business, but you don't really have a hiring budget yet, you might want to consider hiring a virtual assistant in a country like the Philippines. And today I'm going to take you from start to finish through what that hiring process looks like. I'm Amy Walker, small business strategist, speaker, and author, and thanks for watching our video today. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time new content comes out. So today's video is actually in answer to a question that was posted by one of our viewers. Mary Despain asked a couple weeks ago if I could make a video showing how you can hire virtual assistants in different countries when you're not quite ready to hire somebody stateside yet and you don't really have a strong hiring budget, but you know that you need help in your business. So I currently have 3 Filipino VAs and am getting ready to hire my 4th. And so I thought this would be a great time to walk you through what that process looks like, from where do you post the job to what should the job post look like, to how do you do the interviews, how do you vet the candidates, how do you make sure you're finding the right person for you. So we're going to go through that entire process today, and I'll show you step by step that journey to hiring your first overseas VA. So the first thing I want to talk about is where should you post the job. So a common misconception is that you hire a VA on Fiverr. You actually don't hire a VA on Fiverr. On Fiverr, you're just hiring for gigs. So it's like a one-time job. If you're wanting an ongoing working relationship with somebody, then you want to use a different site to hire. A really common one that people use is Upwork, and I've used that before as well. However, I have found a site that's not quite as well known, but I feel like delivers a higher caliber of applicant. So it's called onlinejobs.ph, and I'm going to go ahead and show it to you right now. So this is onlinejobs.ph. It is a virtual hiring site for people in the Philippines. And you do pay to post your jobs on this site. So let's go ahead and look at that. You can post for free. However, you can't communicate with the people who are applying. So this just kind of gives you a little sneak peek into who would apply. But this is what I do, is this $69 a month. It allows you to contact up to 75 workers per month, and you can do the hiring process through there. They do have an upgraded one for $99 a month that allows you to be able to have some coaching services included as well. So one of the reasons why I like hiring in the Philippines is because you get some really highly educated, skilled folks that are applying for your job that you couldn't afford to hire that skill set if you're hiring stateside. So for example, I have a podcast that I produce for one of my clients, and my editor, who edits all of the podcasts and also helps me with finding and reaching out to the guests and managing the production schedule, and creating the marketing materials. That is a Filipino VA. I also have a VA that edits my YouTube videos. So if you notice that my editing quality has gone up recently, it's because I am not doing it myself anymore. So there are some really great, talented people that you can use. Website design, graphic design, running targeted Facebook ads, SEO, having somebody who is doing prospecting, which is actually what I'm going to be hiring today, is somebody to help us with some sales prospecting. There's a lot of different tasks that you can hire out to an overseas VA. The ones that I don't hire out to an overseas VA is usually copywriting or anything that involves like needing to do a lot of ongoing communication, because my degree is actually, I have a minor in teaching English as a second language, and my major is linguistics, which I know makes no sense for business, but as my educational background. And I know that it's really hard to portray yourself as a native English speaker if English is your second language. And so anything that requires like direct communication with clients, I usually will hire somebody stateside. But managing your social media, creating graphics for you, there's a lot of tasks that you could hire out and have someone else do. Even project management, even producing our expert summits that we do. Those are things that could be hired out overseas, and oftentimes for a fraction of the cost. So step number 1 in this hiring process is writing a good job post. This is a template that I use every time I'm posting a job just to help me remember how to write a good job post and make it interesting. The more interesting your job post, the more applicants that you get. So I go through, I create an interesting title, I write an introduction about our company that kind of gives a feel for the corporate culture and helps them understand who we are as an organization. And then I go through and I write down what I'm looking for. I'll write out the benefits, the responsibilities, the qualifications, any important details, and what's the next step in the application process. So I'm going to go ahead and pause right now and write this up and show you what the before and after looks like. Okay, and here is our job post. So this is Rockstar Business Development Virtual Assistant. Amy Walker Consulting has an opening for a Rockstar Business Development Virtual Assistant. We are a high-energy, fast-growing business consulting company. We work with entrepreneurs and small business owners to improve their sales, marketing, systems, and leadership in order to produce awesome results. We are looking to increase our online sales, expand our brand, and take our proven methods to a larger pool of small business owners. We're ready to scale and are looking for the right person to help us with our next phase of growth. We are an exciting company to work for with an amazing corporate culture. We have no time for drama and fully support each other as we work to create wins for the company. Our ideal candidate is dependable and able to work independently, strong verbal and written English skills, ability to meet and maintain quotas, self-motivated, high levels of integrity, and a service-based sales style. Job details: utilize LinkedIn Sales Navigator to find ideal prospects, follow up with internal leads through email, schedule leads to attend strategy sessions and webinars, and it will be 20 hours a week. We have a fantastic team and an excellent company. We love our people and we love what we do. If you are interested, please submit your resume. Cover letter is helpful as well. If you would like more information about our organization, please visit our website. So now we're going to go ahead and post this job. So I'll just copy and paste. Okay, so let's go ahead and post the job. So I'll put in the title. You can select if this is full-time, part-time, or freelance. Freelance means it's just kind of like a one-time gig. Part-time would be like 20 hours a week. Full-time would be full-time. Then you can go ahead and put in your job description here. And then you're going to put in the wage or salary and required ID proof. So they do have information and articles on this site that are really helpful. One of them is actually an article that helps you kind of understand what the average salaries are. So let me go ahead and show you where to find that. So if you go to their How It Works page, this answers a lot of questions. It talks you through their hiring process, but also down here you have frequently asked questions. And one of them is, how much should I pay workers? And so they have a comprehensive guide to VA salaries in the Philippines here that I have found to be really helpful. Okay, so you can look in here and see that the average amount that a worker makes is going to be dependent on what type of skills they're doing, and that there is a range. So I'm hiring a virtual assistant, which is going to be anywhere between $200 and $1,100 a month, with an average at $510 for full-time. So I don't like to be on the low end, but I'm not looking for somebody who is, for this job, I'm not looking for somebody who's real skilled. This is a very trainable job that as long as they have good English skills, they could do this as an entry-level position. So I'm going to go on here and I am going to post this as I think I'm going to actually post it as a full-time job. And I'm going to put this in here for $500. No. Virtual assistant 510. I'm going to put it in here for $600 a month. Now I'm going to set in my primary skills. So English, I'm going to put in as the primary skill, and it will be writing. Secondary skill, we're going to put in here as lead generation. And the third skill I'm going to put in as marketing and sales, and I'm going to put it in as LinkedIn marketing. And now I get to post the job. All right, it has been about a week since I posted the job post, and I want to share with you what happens next after you post. Okay, so what I want you to notice first is that my Rockstar Business Development Virtual Assistant post actually didn't perform well. It only got 74 hits, it got 6 applicants, and when I looked in at the applicants, what I realized is most of the people that were applying had customer service experience. And so I went, okay, pause this. One other thing that was wrong with it too is I was typing one-handed because I've got a broken hand right now, and it did say Rockstar Business Development Virtual Assistant, so that could have been a detractor as well, and there was a couple other typos in there just because one-handed typing is the worst. But when I went in and I looked at, okay, this is obviously not performing well, why not? Most of the people that were in there were virtual assistants, so I just made this one inactive, and then customer service virtual assistants. So I made this one inactive, and then I put in customer service sales assistant as the title, and went up from 6 applicants to 55 applicants. So now I am in the process of going through all of these applicants. In fact, I probably need to, sorry, let me go here to messages. I probably need to actually pause this because they're coming in so fast and furious that I'm having a hard time even just reading them all. And so then what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll look at the applications, and you have to go through this next phase quickly. So I'll look in and I will look at their, basically just to see, is their grammar looking okay? Because these people are going to be doing a lot of emails. I need good English skills. So I'll just give a quick glance. And then if they are not a fit, I give them a quick rejection. And you do have to be quick because you get so much volume of applications. After the initial round, I'm going to do interviews. And this is where I think people get a little off track with hiring an overseas virtual assistant, is they think it's going to be hard to do the interview, or they can't have them come in to do the interview. So they're not very thorough in the interview process, and they end up just offering the job quickly because they're overwhelmed with all of the applicants. They find somebody who looks okay, and they just kind of, okay, we'll pick you. Do a really thorough interview process. So the first thing that I do is I do a one-on-one interview, and I talk to them about the position, the expectations, what I'm looking for. I talk to them about, do they have other jobs that they're working on, or are they in school? I talk to them about their internet access. I talk to them about their work hours, their availability, just really getting a feel for them. And the whole time I'm listening for, do we communicate? Do I like this person? Would I enjoy working with this person? Now, after I've done that interview, I'm going to narrow it down to the people that I liked, and then I'm going to do a skills challenge. So I just hired a graphic designer, and we gave them a project, and we worked on the project together to see how that went. The one that I'm, this virtual sales assistant that I'm working on right now, I've done a couple of interviews. I still need to do some more, but our skills test that we're doing is, because they're going to be managing email and they're going to be managing monitoring chat in some of my groups and some of my events, I'm going to email back and forth. So we're going to do a customer service email scenario where they send me an email and then I respond with questions, and I'm going to see how well they can answer them and how good the writing sounds. So you always want to do a two-part, one where you get to meet them and one where you kind of assess their skills to make sure that they really are going to be a good fit for you. Once you have found the person that you want, then you're going to reach out, you're going to offer them the position, you're going to talk to them about salary, and you are going to get them started. I have found that almost all of my virtual assistants, like once I say, yes, you're it, they're ready to go right away. And I want you to understand that you're hiring really well-educated people. They have nursing degrees, they have business degrees, they are very capable, very talented, intelligent, hardworking, good people. And they make more money being a virtual assistant oftentimes than they would in working in their field. So when you are
hiring overseas, I know we shouldn't have to say this, but we do have to say this. Don't look at them as less talented individuals. Like, oh, they're working on the cheap because they're not very good. That's not the case at all. They are really well-educated, really hardworking, good, loyal, intelligent, super talented people, speak English. You know, some of them speak English really well, especially if that's one of your top skills you're looking for. And some of their English skills are not quite as strong, but maybe their graphic design skills are really strong. So that's what I would do. And then you get to go and hire your very first person, which is super exciting. You can pay them a couple of different ways, but what I usually use is PayPal, and so I'll just send them through PayPal. There are also other services where you can actually track the work that they're doing, and you can have them log in, and then it monitors their screen so that you can verify that they're working during the times that you're paying them. And so there's a lot of great resources, but mostly, I just really want you to know that this is an option for you in your business. This is a way for you to be able to get the help that you need now, even if you feel like the budget is tight and you can't quite hire another person right now. So think outside the box, and I hope that you will utilize this tool and can find some great help for your business. All right, if this was helpful, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section. I would love, love, love to hear from you. And like the video, share it with any other entrepreneurs in your tribe. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time we release new content. And if you want to be part of a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, make sure that you head on over to our private Facebook group, the CEO Spot. That is a place to ask questions and connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and happy hiring.